Hello Capricorn, welcome to your mid-November reading for 2018. Thank you for joining me. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Now for your oracle cards here, Capricorn, from Shadows and Light, you've pulled the card of Strangely Lonely. The message with this one is about holding on way too tight. Now Capricorn, the energy that I pick up around this is that whatever you're holding on too tightly to, whether it's a person, a situation, a belief system, is putting a barrier between you and others. Now, I do get an energy here of someone wanting to be let in or someone needing to be let in. I pick up around this very much an energy of needing to hear that you must let something go. Very much an energy here of, if you're feeling lonely, what is it that you're holding on to that is putting a block in your life, preventing others from you letting other people in? Now, from the Divine Circus Oracle, you've pulled the card of Rooster Mama. Now, this is interesting because it does speak about someone being their own person, rebellious, maverick, a renegade, perhaps an offbeat individual who dances to her own rhythms, an authentic person who doesn't fall in with the plans other people make for her, but creates her own consciousness with optimism and flair for self-expression. She says you are unique, positive and rebellious too. So there may be someone around you here, Capricorn, that is wanting to be let in. But there's something preventing that. Something that you're holding on to here. Perhaps an ex or a past relationship that is limiting this. And I do feel like this person is the type of person who doesn't tell you what you want to hear, but instead tells you what you need to hear, which is that you need to let something go. Now, as your overall energy from the Oracle of Mystical Moments, you've pulled the Gardener. So it is about being the gardener of your own soul here. I also see this as a card of self-compassion, showing yourself that compassion here. So we'll see where this goes. It's an interesting energy. I'm going to leave this as the overall energy, and I've already meditated on you here, Capricorn, so I'm going to be using the Everyday Witch Tarot by Deborah Blake for your energy, and I'm going to be using the Universal Waite Tarot for the person that you're thinking about. So let's cut the cards here, Capricorn, and let's see where this goes. We'll start off with the past for you. Strength. Yeah. So there's something that you've needed to be strong about. You've had to draw on that courage to overcome something here. And with the Four of Swords, Capricorn, what you have brought to this situation in the past with this other person is, I do feel a healing period, but I don't think it's from this person that you're with currently or this new person that's coming in. I feel that this is from an ex, from a past relationship, a need to recover from this, but this is what you've brought to the situation. When you came into this situation, you were healing from something else. Now let's have a look at the other person's energy and let's focus in on them. Six of Pentacles. So they are offering you support, strength, there's kindness, compassion, And with the Eight of Pentacles, that's some really nice energy. I feel like this person's brought a grounding, a groundedness to you. Offered you support here to get your strength back. So I really like the energy around the other person here, because I do feel that they've recognized that you've been perhaps a little bit withdrawn. And I get this loneliness around you from holding on to something that needed to be let go of. Possibly for some of you it is an ex. For others it may actually be healing from an illness, something that has prevented you from becoming fully engaged in a new relationship. But for most of you, I feel it will be about holding on to something that needs to be completely let go of here so you can heal from it and move on. Now let's have a look at the current energy, where you currently stand. The Page of Wands. Well, I like this energy for you, Capricorn, because it's about getting your vitality back, your enthusiasm for life. You know, the Page of Wands is someone who's a go-getter. He's ready to go. He is out of feeling that he needs to heal from something, and instead has his that youthful vim and vigor back. He's ready to embark on this new adventure. And with the Three of Cups, I really like that as your current energy. For you, it is about a reason to celebrate. Overcoming something that was left you with pain, whether that was an old relationship or an illness of some kind. For some of you, it may be a physical illness after enduring some painful situation that was a relationship in the past, whether it's a love relationship, family, anything that hurt you, really. But I'm really loving the energy for you right now. Let's see what the other person, where they currently stand. And they have strength. So they're giving you this support. I see a lot of support around this person. You see, this woman is taking care of this lion. She's taming the beast. It's like this woman is showing you the way, man or woman. And with the Two of Cups, there's love here. So there's emotional support. There may even be financial support. But this person is like your rock. And they're helping you get out of the pain from the past, giving you your strength back, and really getting you back on your feet, giving you a reason to look forward to the future. Now let's have a look and see where you hope to stand with this person in the future. The Star, I like that. So it is about recognizing that there is something good in the future. It's about having faith, trusting in the future, optimism, recognizing that there is something better for you than what was in the past. And with the Page of Pentacles, I do feel like you are looking for that clean slate to start over with this person. I see the page here as potential, wiping the slate clean and starting over. Starting on something that has a lot of potential for growth, for prosperity, for success. It's a page that is more grounded in reality. And with the Eight of Pentacles, I do feel like you're willing to put the effort in, to put in the work that's required to start over with this person, which is really nice, Capricorn. And remember, the energies can be vice versa, so keep that in mind. Now, where this other person hopes to stand. With the Six of Swords, they want to move on from hurts of the past, move on from, I do think perhaps you've brought in some, either you or the opposite way around here, that someone has brought in some emotional pain from the past, perhaps even physical pain. But this person wants to move on to happier, more fulfilling, calmer times. And with the Three of Pentacles, perhaps a commitment. This may also involve working together with someone here on a project, getting something going, committing to that project, committing to working together to achieve a goal. Let's see how you're viewing this other person here, Capricorn. Death, okay. And the Page of Cups, all right. Now, with the Death card, I do see this as a death cycle. Something needing to end so that you can have this new start. I do feel that it involved some negative things that happened as a result, perhaps of you, and I get it as you, Capricorn, but it can be the other way around, holding on too tightly to something that happened that was painful in the past. I don't think it was with this person. I think it was with an ex. And with the Page of Cups, it is about starting over, getting the romance back, innocence. It's very much being out with the old so that something new can come in here. So I do feel like that how you're viewing this other person is very much an energy here of wanting to completely let go of anything that was being held onto when it comes to the past, and instead focusing on that new start, getting the love romance back. Again, I get, we have 3 pages here, the Page of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. So it is a lot of energy here of starting over, starting from scratch. You've brought to this relationship in the past a need to heal from, or to get your strength back after some hurts. This other person is helping you get through that. But now there's an energy of this new start. Now let's take a look at how they're viewing you here, Capricorn. 3 of Cups in reverse and the Sun in reverse. Okay. Now, the way I see this 3 of Cups in reverse is that this is the ex, or the something that you brought into the relationship at the beginning. We'll call it the emotional baggage. Perhaps a third party. But more often I feel like it's an ex that is affecting or has affected this relationship in a negative way. Now, how they're viewing you with the Sun in reverse is that you still need to see things clearly. When it comes to something that is affecting the happiness of this relationship. And I do feel around it's interference by a third party. Now, let's take a look and see what your doubts and fears are, Capricorn. 4 of Pentacles. Okay. And the 2 of Wands. Well, the 4 of Pentacles is about maintaining what you have, holding on to something that is important to you, which I do feel is a grounded energy, stability, giving you, and I do get this sense of someone here who gives you that base, that solid foundation, that stable foundation. But as a fear here, you're fearing that you can hold on to this, because with the 2 of Wands energy, I do get that you have options, or you have had options. with that one, I do see it as possibilities. I get the sense that you're doubting you can hold on to what you have because of thinking of another option or another possibility for you. Now, this could involve really anything that you are looking outside of the relationship for. Could be another person, could be a person from the past that you still see as a possibility. But I do feel like there is something that you've held on to here that is causing you to doubt yourself. And doubt yourself in terms of making the right decision or the right choice when it comes to maintaining your stability and your security. Now, let's see how the other person, their doubts and fears. 6 of Wands in reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. So they also see that there is a block to this relationship moving forward, to being successful. And I do feel it is about a choice that you've had in the past. Perhaps there has been some unfair treatment. Perhaps you have, for some of you Capricorn, you may have needed to, well, perhaps you've taken someone for granted here. For some of you. And I do feel that this other person is doubting that there can be positive changes made. Perhaps you have felt unsuccessful in the past, and this is the block. But in any event, I do feel like this is very much a karmic cycle, a needing to learn. And it's something that you need to learn in order for this relationship to move forward. I think the other person knows this, Capricorn. But there's something that is blocking the success of this relationship. And I think it's something that you're holding on way too tight to. Perhaps it's options or possibilities. You know, I do feel for most of you this is about an ex still causing problems. And there needs to be, in order for this relationship to grow, to move on to positive change here, there needs to be something that is learned about the past. And the fact that holding on too tightly to whatever this is, and I get it as another person, is blocking this relationship from moving forward. And it's like you're holding on way too tightly to a possibility, something that you were unsuccessful with in the past that you had to heal from. Now let's have a look at your challenge. The Hermit, yeah, so it's knowledge. It's that self-analysis. It's gaining understanding here, and it's finding time for yourself, away from distractions, away from work, other people here, to really understand what is happening in this situation. And with the Empress there as a challenge, you know, for some of you this will be an element of yourself challenge to nurture yourself, to really grow something that can lead to that feeling of success, having what you need, enjoying your life. So I do, and for some of you it will also be about a partner. If I'm speaking to a man here, it is about gaining wisdom about a partner. Or for some of you it may even be a challenge here from someone who already has that level of knowledge, and they are offering you guidance. And the challenge is to listen to that guidance. It's someone who seems to have a lot going for them. They've already achieved that higher learning when it comes to, I get it as spirituality, wisdom, someone wiser than you who is offering you some guidance, support, wisdom. And the challenge is to listen to that. Let's take a look at the challenge for the other person. I've got the Star and the 10 of Pentacles. So their challenge is to look more optimistically at this situation, because I get that there is some fear here about this being successful and being able to move to a happier chain of events here because of your situation. I feel that it is something that you've brought to the table with this relationship. I get it as an ex, a troublesome ex. And their challenge here is to see this as something that is able to be healed and to move on to grow to this stable, secure environment, something for the long term, growing old together. So that's the challenge for the other person, is to look at this more optimistically, to not let pessimism in. And for you, it's more about guidance, wisdom from within as well as from someone who has a more wisdom than you. Someone who is not telling you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. And the challenge is to listen. And it's about letting go of something that you've held on to for too long and it's blocking you. So let's have a quick peek here at the potential outcome, and then we'll move on to part 2 of this reading. So if this is resonating, please join me there. The link will be below in the descriptions box, and that will be on my Vimeo channel. Now we have the Hanged Man. So, and then we have the Magician. Okay, so I do feel like there is change in the air after a period of stagnation. And the King of Wands. Okay, so action. I like that for you. So I do feel like there is a shift in perspective here. Now let's look at the potential outcome for the other person. Temperance in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. And the Nine of Cups. Okay. So it is about more focusing here on what is going to make them happy. So we'll see where this goes in part 2. I hope that you join me there. Again, if this is resonating, please join me. The link is below in the descriptions box, and that will take you directly to part 2, which will be on my Vimeo channel. If I don't see you there, then I wish you all the best with this, Capricorn, and I will speak to you again very soon. Bye for now.